present The Castle, written by Kim Fuller and Paul Alexander. This week on The Castle, a trial, an interview, and a goose.
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay, here is the news.
Stop, town cry. What are you doing in my kitchen?
I'm reading the parchmentless news, sire.
What do you mean, the parchmentless news?
It's a new way of delivering the news without having to print thousands of parchments. Instead, I make an appearance before you and read the news out.
An appearance?
Yes, my lord. Or AP for short.
No, but I like the Daily Parchment. I always take it into the water closet to read.
I'm happy to come into the water closet to read the news for you, sire.
Well, that's very kind of you, but you wouldn't say that if you knew what I normally do with the parchment after I've read it.
I see what you mean, sire.
Here's 2 groats. Buy a muffler for your bell.
Much obliged, sire. Here's your free copy of Butterflies of Scotland.
Morning, Henry.
What's up, Peter dude? Oh man, that town crier is meh. Why can't we get someone like Mistress Susanna Reid to read the news? She's like a proper MILF, innit?
What's a MILF?
It stands for Mother I'd Like to...
Morning, Father.
Morning, Anne. So, no, what were you saying, Henry? What does MILF stand for?
Maiden in lovely footwear.
What a nice phrase. Doesn't sound like you at all.
Yeah, well, I'm changing, Peter dude. Now I'm off to Cambridge to get a degree in stuff and that. I've got all the gear, Father. Motorboard, gown, straw boater, punting pole, a kipper.
A kipper?
For the food fights, duh.
Oh, it's not fair. You know I've always dreamed of going to university and becoming a Master of International Law and Finance.
Then you'd be a MILF as well.
Never gonna happen, sister dude. Girls can't go to university like their feeble brains explode.
Well, that's just where you're wrong, Henry, because I also applied to Cambridge and I've been accepted for an interview.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I didn't think they accepted girls at Cambridge.
Well, they're opening a new college for women, which will one day be as famous for academic learning as Trinity or Magdalen College are for men.
Really? What's it called?
Pink Frilly Fairy Cupcake College.
I'm not sure that's a very good omen.
I haven't told Charlotte. She'll be upset because it means we won't see each other.
Well, we won't say anything, will we, Henry?
If you want me, I'll be in my room learning to mix a Jaeger bomb.
Morning, Sir John.
Morning, Charlotte.
What's that letter you're holding, Anne?
Well, I'd better go, and let's leave the girls together, shall we?
Of course, sire. I'll dress you in your exiting a room at an awkward moment outfit.
What is that letter?
It's nothing.
Oh, let's have a look. Wow, Cambridge. Anne.
Well, I need to get away from Woodstock, Charlotte. There's nothing here which will broaden my mind apart from learning how to defleece a ram without castrating it. And the odd talk by that visiting lecturer, Master Brian de Cox. Sometimes when I'm listening to him, the two things kind of merge.
Master Cox. Such a brilliant name. Anyway, I'll miss you because you're my BFF.
Oh, would you rather I didn't go?
Oh, no, you should go. I'll be fine here. You know, there are loads of fun things to do, like riding the bull at the Merc Inn. I've got some new underhose they haven't seen yet.
Isn't it grand to be rowing along an English river on a beautiful summer's day, Duncan, listening to the birds, the babbling waterfall, and the puffing and wheezing of the rower?
Do you mind if I stop for a moment, sir? I have been rowing for 3 hours.
Oh, very well. Stow your oars in those holder thingies on the side of the boat.
Rollocks.
I was only trying to help. What's the matter, Duncan? You seem preoccupied.
Well, I fear I may have landed myself in a little trouble, my lord.
What do you mean?
I officiated at a wedding yesterday, and after a little too much indulgence at the free bar, I managed to marry the bridegroom to the best man.
Excellent.
No, not really. I mean, the church seriously disapproves of same-sex marriages.
Well, just divorce them then.
I can't. They were all quite happy. Being an arranged marriage, the bride was happy to be let off the hook, and the bridegroom and best man immediately went off on holiday to Mykonos.
Watch out!
What's going on?
It's Sir John's idiot son, sire. On a punt.
Sorry, Lord de Warren, dude. I was just practicing my punting ready for going to Cambridge Uni, innit?
You're going to Cambridge? My God, standards have fallen lower than a hoodie's pants.
No, it's gonna be cool, right? Because it's all about punting and straw boaters and getting drunk and chundering with your mates with no girls around, respect.
No girls, eh? Sounds ghastly. What do you think, Duncan?
Nightmare.
Yeah, my sister wants to go too. She's got an interview at a girly college.
Lady Anne's going to Cambridge?
I know! I can't believe it either. Slaters, dude. Punt pole away!
Duncan, this is terrible news. Well, if Lady Anne goes off to university, she'll have dozens of young, floppy-haired, boater-wearing idiots clamouring for her attention. What am I to do?
You'll have to find a hobby instead, sire.
She is my hobby. My every waking thought is of her. My dreams are of her. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone, Duncan. Only darkness every day.
I know.
And she's always gone too long, any time she goes away.
I know.
Ah, my lord, how are you this fine day?
A bit worried, actually, Thomas. Anne and Henry are growing up, and although they're incredibly irritating, I feel things might be a little boring without them around.
Ah, you won't be bored, Si, because I've completed what is possibly my greatest invention yet.
And what's that? He said, regretting it almost immediately.
It is a way of communicating and sending moving pictures throughout the country.
And how does it work? He asked through gritted teeth.
Now, this tube here produces invisible rays, which carry images of what is in front of it through the air on a kind of unseen web.
Well, where do these airborne pictures go?
They get drawn to people's chimneys, my lord, and reassemble themselves in their fireplaces.
What do you call this device which transmits moving pictures through a tube and into the air and onto a kind of invisible web and down people's chimneys?
Flue tube, sire.
Flue tube?
Yes, sire. I feel it could become the next big thing.
Oh, Thomas, like a drowning man in a storm-tossed ocean struggling to lay hold of a rope. I fear it will never catch on.
Hi, Charlotte. What are you doing?
Look, there are things to do in Woodstock. This flue tube thing is brilliant.
How does it work?
Well, Thomas says you just light a fire, then fire a fox into it from this catapult.
Fire a fox? That's really cruel.
Not a whole fox, just some fur will do.
Does it only work with fox fur?
No, it works with tiger, snow leopard, lion, basically anything you can get on safari.
Then what happens?
Oh, you sit in front of the fireplace and all these pictures come up. Look, I'll show you. This guy's hilarious.
Well, so one time, right, on my Gap Crusade, I was in Jerusalem. Right, Jerusalem, yeah. And I saw this funny little Saracen. He'd been defending his citadel, and the Crusaders had overrun it, yeah? And he looked up at me, like a look of hopelessness and despair and shattered dreams. And I just plundered everywhere. Yeah, I plundered everything he had.
Oh, he's nice. That's the kind of guy I'll meet at university.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
Evening, Duncan. What's throwing down? Shabba in it, you get me.
I'm sorry you lost me at Evening Duncan.
Duncan, why are you packing? It wasn't that bad, was it?
Oh, I thought I'd flee before they come and arrest me.
Why would they arrest you?
Oh, my case is all over that flue tube thing. They're calling me a blasphemer and threatening me with over 1 million hits.
Where are you going to go?
Mykonos. There's quite a community of ecclesiastical figures wanted for so-called defamation. It's run by a good friend of mine.
Who's that?
Cardinal Sin.
Open up!
What do you want?
We have a warrant for the arrest of Cardinal Duncan.
Well, what's the charge?
There's no charge, it's free.
No, what's the accusation?
Bringing the church into disrepair by marrying two men of the same sex.
I told you there would be consequences, sire.
You're not obliged to say anything, but if you don't, you will be tortured for a laugh before being hanged for blasphemy after having had a fair trial. You're coming with us!
Don't worry, Duncan. I'll come along and represent you in court.
Thank you, my lord. That reminds me. I must make a will.
My lord, you look rather unusually pensive.
Yes, Bates, I'm thinking perhaps I should be trying to find someone to spend my life with.
You can be sure I'll never leave your side, my lord.
Actually, I was thinking more of a woman.
They are very popular, sire. Shall I lay out your searching for a lifetime companion doublet?
Thank you, Bates. Yes, but given the upcoming change in our domestic arrangements, perhaps we should be talking about your future.
What about it, sire?
You don't have one.
What do you mean, sire? Haven't I been diligent with dressing you?
You have indeed, Bates. I have been dressed more times than the crabs at Master Rick Stein's restaurant. The point is, what with Anne going to university and Henry and Charlotte away, I'm not sure there'll be the same need for your services.
But, sire, please, don't send me back to Downton Abbey.
Why not?
They've created a dark secret for me, sire.
What do you mean, a dark secret?
When I got the job, I was just an ordinary valet. But then, completely out of the blue, I discovered that I had a mad ex-wife who was trying to ruin me.
And you had no idea of it?
It's as if someone has rewritten my past in order to make me more interesting. And other things started to happen there.
What kind of things?
People below stairs consorting with those above stairs in a most contrived and unconvincing way. Soldiers being paralysed, then recovering spontaneously. Just to dramatise an emotional relationship. And worst of all, sire, I was put on trial for murder and sentenced to death.
My God, Bates, how terrible. What infernal cad would play with your emotions in such an evil way?
I believe there is someone behind the scenes who manipulates all the characters in Downton and makes them do things completely out of character, just for the sake of entertainment.
Do you know the name of this fellow?
Fellows, sire.
Or you think there may be more than one?
Possibly. Would whoever they or he are or is, I shall find out and make him or them rue the day that he or they ever put pen to paper or parchment.
That seems rather out of character for you, Bates.
Oh, no. Maybe he's found me.
Can the court come to order, please? I'm sorry about this, Cardinal Duncan, but as Lord of Woodstock, I'm obliged to convene this trial.
Don't worry, my lord.
Lord High Inquisitor, please begin.
Cardinal Duncan, you are accused of performing a marriage ceremony between a man and another man. Ooh. And are thus arraigned before the tribunal of the Holy Inquisition of the King and Queen of Spain. Respect.
Oh, shut up, Henry. No one respects the Spanish Inquisition.
My lord, I demand you let me speak on behalf of Cardinal Duncan.
And who might you be?
Suffice to say, I am possessed of one of the finest legal brains in the country.
Really?
Yes, I keep it on a shelf in the larder next to the cheese board. It belongs to the last lawyer who annoyed me. But I can vouch for Duncan. He's always been honest and loyal, and as far as I'm concerned, he's as straight as a die.
Thank you, my lord.
That may be the case, but he has committed a heinous crime. The Church does not condone gay marriage.
I don't see the problem with people who are happy getting married. What's wrong with that?
The question is whether or not they are gay.
Why wouldn't they be gay? I mean, a wedding is a joyous occasion. I would hope everyone who gets married would be as gay as a king's tent on Jubilee Day.
Yes, I don't think you're grasping the nub of the argument.
Perhaps not, although I am very close to grasping you by the throat and waterboarding you over the font.
Silence, silence! Don't worry, you need to make your arguments relevant, old chap. You're just winding him up.
Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. I call my first witness, Lord Williams, former Archbishop of Canterbury.
Call Lord Williams! Call Lord Williams!
You are Lord Williams, former Archbishop of Canterbury, are you not?
Now, well, now, how dare you? Yes, I didn't come here to be insulted.
Did you not recently resign over the issue of gay marriage because you are unable to paper over the cracks in your synod?
Stop messing about.
Yes, I think you've got the wrong Williams there, old chap.
Really? Well, then I call my second witness, Lady Williams, Archbishop of Canterbury.
Yeah. Warren, that's Lady Serena Williams of Wimbledon.
Oh, very well. Call the next witness.
Moon river wider than a mile.
No, that's minstrel Andy Williams.
Whatever. Call the next witness. Are you Lord Williams, former Archbishop of Canterbury?
No, I am Alex Orloff of ComparativeBishop.com. Not ComparativeBishop.com. Simples.
Stop it! This is making a mockery of the court. I shall adjourn until tomorrow, and until then, the prisoner will be released on condition that he be tagged.
What do you mean, tagged?
You will have a live goose tied to your leg so we know where you are.
Oh, no.
Was that the goose?
No, I just got a little nervous.
Hello, Lady Anne. Welcome to Pink Frilly Fairy Cupcake College, Cambridge.
Hello.
And this is my colleague, Professor Germaine de Gruyere.
Hi there, Cobber.
Hello?
As you know, this is a new college for women. You can study a wide range of subjects specifically tailored to the intellectual capacity of the female mind.
We offer anything that would interest a Sheila, basically. A degree course in embroidery and knitting, a BTEC in making hospital corners, a level 3 diploma in standing by your men, and a 2-year city and guild qualification in getting chunder off a suede jacket.
I don't mean to be impertinent, but what about other subjects like economics or psychology or classics?
What an endearing sense of humour you have.
But surely women need to widen their knowledge and have opportunities equal to those of men.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Actually, it's not a bad idea.
No. The words equal and women are as unlikely a combination as the words integrity and Alastair Campbell.
Oh, shut up, you old git. I'm with you, Lady Anne. Let's start the revolution together.
Now, hang on one sec.
We'll see you in September.
Thank you.
Oh, very well. Now, let's have tea. Shall I be mother?
Ah, my Lady Charlotte.
Good morrow, my Lord de Warren.
Is Lady Anne not with you?
No, she is in Cambridge at her interview.
Oh, should she be accepted, you will have lost a friend, and I an object of unattainable yearning and despair.
Still, on a lighter note, cool codpiece.
Oh, thank you. To fit the theme of time passing, I had it modelled into the form of a cuckoo clock. Complete with balanced weights.
Where's the cuckoo?
He's asleep, m'lady. Although with you having arrived in that somewhat diaphanous chemise, I feel it may be time for him to wake up. There we go.
Oh, how charming. But there are no hands on the clock.
And were there to be any hands on it, I fear the cuckoo would never sleep.
Enough of cuckoos, my lord. Regarding Lady Anne, I am desperate to go with her, but I am too ignorant.
Oh, nonsense. The whole point of university, so I've been told, is that the student is a blank canvas onto which the university daubs its learning.
And they're not going to get one blanker than me.
Exactly.
My lord, I'd like you to teach me everything I need to know to be admitted to Cambridge. The only thing is, Anne mustn't know.
Milady, your secret will be as safe with me as a hacked message is with a Sun journalist.
Thank you, my lord. You are very kind. May I kiss you on the cheek?
Of course.
Mwah.
Aha! Time presses. So, let us start with an introduction to physics.
Oh, I'm not very good at science.
Imagine you're on your horse, charging your enemy.
Yes?
And you slash with your sword. The sword weighs 4.5 pounds. Muscle energy converts this into downward pressure calculated at 1,000 pounds per square inch, cutting his arm clean off. The arm falls, accelerating through the air at 32 feet per second, and hits the ground at 15 miles an hour. Did you get that?
Not at all.
Right. Next lesson, chemistry. You're about to charge the enemy. You have a nip of cognac. This neutralises the acids in the stuff.
The court is now in session. My Lord Inquisitor, please take the floor.
I move that the accused be found guilty and taken to a place to be gratuitously tortured.
Oh, dear.
Don't worry, Duncan. I have someone to represent you. A genius in ecclesiastical law. Call my next witness.
Good day, Cardinal Duncan.
Lady Charlotte. My lord, are you insane? I might as well be represented by a plank of wood.
My Lord Inquisitor, I take it from your garish gown and self-important hat that you are something of a religious man.
Madam, I'll have you know I am Lord High Cardinal.
Of course. And I also hear you're a bit of a papal nuncio.
That's nuncio.
Copy that. Don't get your ecclesiastical unhose in a twist. Now, let me ask you, as a religious man, do you refrain from carnal relations?
Yes.
Well, you don't know what you're missing, but that's another story. But although you are celibate, you are technically married to the church, are you not?
That is correct.
So let me put it to you that given the church is itself defined in the good book as the bride of Christ, then you, as a man, are married to a bride who is herself married to our Lord. And therefore, ergo, or indeed post hoc ergo propter hoc, quid pro quo, habeas corpus, can I have a pee please, Bob? You are de facto married to our Lord himself, who was and is also a man.
Yes.
So that being the case, what is wrong with Cardinal Duncan marrying two men when the practice of same-sex marriages is already legitimised by the Church itself? Quod erat demonstrandum, caveat emptor, nil desperandum, beam me up, Scotty.
My Lord Inquisitor, do you have a response to that?
No.
That's it. Case dismissed.
I don't know how you did that, milady, but it was brilliant.
Cheers. Now, how about a ride on this papal bull I've heard so much about?
I've reserved you the corner table, my lord. Let me help you into your celebrating your daughter's university place hat and gloves.
Thank you, Bits. So, everybody, welcome to the Merc Inn to celebrate Anne's offer of a place at Cambridge. And Professor Gruyere, it's an honour to have you with us.
Yeah, I know. I thought I'd just pole down and meet the relies of our new star brainiac and partake of the local ember nectar.
Oh, you must meet Charlotte. She's so clever. I think she'd be an asset at Cambridge. Where is she?
She's riding the bull.
Really?
I think it's purely for research purposes.
Cheers, everyone.
I hear you've been tutoring Charlotte, old boy.
Yes, I've shared something of my extensive knowledge of the world.
Did he, teach you about crusades and slaying and mashing up on stuff?
No. In any case, I'm not sure you're Cambridge material.
Oh, really?
But I did learn about Aristotelian metaphysics and the knowledge of immaterial being, which I have to say are, in my opinion, fundamentally flawed. That's a fascinating thesis, Lady Sheila.
Yes, isn't it?
I intend to expand on it in my next paper, although, of course, Aristotle's observations on cephalopods and the hectocotyle arm were far ahead of his time, as was his research on the natural history of Lesbos.
Ah, Lesbos. Now I'm back on point. Indeed, an intriguing study. Was it illustrated at all?
Well, in the light of this, I'm delighted to offer you a place at Cambridge alongside Lady N.
Charlotte, you have a place. That's brilliant.
Just one more thing. You couldn't teach me how to ride the bull, could you?
Goodbye then, Anne, Charlotte. We're going to miss you.
Goodbye, Sir
Father.
John.
Goodbye, Henry. Would I be lying if I said I wouldn't not miss you? I fear not.
Right back at you, father, dude.
Here's your trunk, your straw boater, and your kipper. And I found this under your bed.
What is it?
It's a tapestry of a girl in a short tunic holding a tennis ball, apparently with no undergarments. although that part of the tapestry is worn through.
Easy Coach has arrived, my lord. But they're going to charge you for the extra bags.
I wonder where De Warren is. I'd have thought he'd have been here to see you off.
And the college has sent you 2 of its servants to assist you, it would appear.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Pecorino, the university servant, G-person. I am here to help you.
And I am Giovanni, Pecorino's assistant.
Wow, we get a servant. How brilliant.
Ooh, cool codpiece.
Thank you, milady. Thank you, milady. I have fashioned it out of some spare goose feathers we came across. And here are some sandwiches for the journey.
Ooh, yum. What are they?
Roast goose. Giovanni, put the bags on the carriage rapidamente.
Sì, monsignore.
Now, ladies, once we get to your rooms, I make the beds and bring you toast in the mornings and help you get dressed.
Well, goodbye. See you on the holidays.
Waxy right in the front.
And me.
Bye.
Well, Bates, it's just you and I remaining.
It seems I may be returning to Downton after all.
Oh, really? What about the evil fellows ruining your life?
Something very strange happened, sire. He was on a ship sailing across the Atlantic when it hit an iceberg and sank, taking with it both him and all his works. As a result, I've been freed from the tyranny of being a writer's plaything and can determine my own fate.
Oh, what a massive relief that must be.
Exactly. It's huge. It's ginormous. I can't think of the word.
You know, I think I might actually miss Woodstock.
What, even De Warren's advances?
In a way. Oh, we're not squished up too close to you, are we, Master Pecorino?
Yeah, I know, milady. The soft movement of your body against mine is sublime.
Italian men are so romantic.
Thank you, milady. Duncan, you said you'd fixed the spring.
Sorry, sir.
I don't believe it.
Nor do I. No way is that a cuckoo.
That was The Castle by Kim Fuller and Paul Alexander. It starred James Fleet as Sir John Woodstock, Neil Dodgen as Sir William de Warren, Martha Howe Douglas as Lady Anne, Ingrid Oliver as Charlotte, Jonathan Kidd as Duncan and Thomas, Stephen Kimmin as Henry, and Lewis MacLeod as Bates. The music was by Guy Jackson and the producer was David Tyler. The programme was a positive production for the BBC. We present The Castle, written by Kim Fuller and Paul Alexander. This week on The Castle, a trial, an interview, and a goose.
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay, here is the news.
Stop, town crier. What are you doing in my kitchen?
I'm reading the parchmentless news, sire.
What do you mean, the parchmentless news?
It's a new way of delivering the news without having to print thousands of parchments. Instead, I make an appearance before you and read the news out.
An appearance?
Yes, my lord. Or AP for short.
No, but I like the Daily Parchment. I always take it into the water closet to read.
I'm happy to come into the water closet to read the news for you, sire.
Well, that's very kind of you, but you wouldn't say that if you knew what I normally do with the parchment after I've read it.
I see what you mean, sire.
Here's 2 groats. Buy a muffler for your bell.
Much obliged, sire. Here's your free copy of Butterflies of Scotland.
Morning, Henry.
What's up, Peter Dude? Oh, man, that town crier is meh. Why can't we get someone like Mistress Susanna Reid to read the news? She's like a proper MILF, innit?
What's a MILF?
It stands for Mother I'd Like to...
Morning, Father.
Morning, Anne. So, no, what were you saying, Henry? What does MILF stand for?
Maiden in lovely footwear.
Oh, what a nice phrase. Doesn't sound like you at all.
Yeah, well, I'm changing, Pater Dude. Now I'm off to Cambridge to get a degree in stuff and that. I've got all the gear, Father. Motorboard, gown, straw boater, punting pole, a kipper.
A kipper?
For the food fights, duh.
Oh, it's not fair. You know I've always dreamed of going to university and becoming a Master of International Law and Finance.
Then you'd be a MILF as well.
Never gonna happen, Sister Dude. Girls can't go to university like their feeble brains explode.
Well, that's just where you're wrong, Henry, because I also applied to Cambridge and I've been accepted for an interview.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I didn't think they accepted girls at Cambridge.
Well, they're opening a new college for women, which will one day be as famous for academic learning as Trinity or Magdalen College are for men.
Really? What's it called?
Pink Frilly Fairy Cupcake College.
I'm not sure that's a very good omen.